Wait. If the most dangerous animal in the wild suddenly came to you for help, what would you do? Because what you're about to see is not normal. An elephant saw a human, but instead of running away, walked straight toward him. The man was terrified, but then he noticed something strange. The elephant had something stuck in its foot. And this is where things get crazy. The elephant didn't move. It didn't panic. It stood there, like it somehow knew this human would help. But wait, this wasn't just one animal. Wild animals have done this again and again. Sometimes a dolphin, sometimes a crow, sometimes even a fox. But here's the real question. How do wild animals know that humans can actually help them? The answer starts with something most people never think about. Animals are watching humans all the time. They see humans feeding animals. They see humans helping injured creatures. And over time, some animals begin connecting the dots. They start realizing something. Humans may be dangerous, but sometimes humans can save lives. And then something unbelievable happens. A few years later, something even stranger happened. A dolphin suddenly started swimming around a boat. It wasn't playing. It wasn't hunting. It kept coming back again and again. The humans finally understood. The dolphin wanted them to follow, so they followed it. And what they found shocked everyone. In the middle of the water, another animal needed help. As the boat moved closer, they finally saw what the dolphin was trying to show them. A baby whale was trapped. It couldn't move properly, and somehow, the dolphin knew humans could help. But the craziest part is, this wasn't the only time. This has happened many times around the world, and scientists still find it fascinating. Scientists discovered something surprising. Some animals can remember humans for years. Elephants remember faces. Dolphins recognize behavior. Crows can even remember specific people. So imagine this. An injured animal is scared. It sees two choices: run away or trust the human. And sometimes, animals choose trust. But here comes the strangest part. Some animals came back later, not for help, but just to see the human again. Almost like saying, I remember you. And maybe, animals understand more than we think. But before you think this is just a cute story, there's something even more surprising. Animals don't just ask for help when they're in pain. Sometimes they warn humans too. There have been stories where animals acted strangely, and seconds later, humans realized danger was coming. So maybe the truth is this. Animals and humans understand each other more than we realize. But the story doesn't end here. Because one day, a tiny bird started acting strangely. It wasn't flying away. It kept looking back, almost like it wanted him to follow. So he followed it. And then he saw something shocking. A baby animal had fallen into a hole, and suddenly, everything made sense. The bird wasn't asking for food. It wasn't trying to attack. It wanted help. And at that moment, he realized something incredible. Animals may not speak our language, but they understand actions. They understand kindness. And maybe that's why, when they have no one else, sometimes they choose humans. But here's something that becomes even more mysterious. Some animals don't just remember humans. They remember emotions too. Imagine helping an animal once, and years pass by. Then one day, you suddenly see something familiar. The same elephant slowly walks toward you. But this time, it wasn't injured. It wasn't scared. It simply stood there beside him, almost like it remembered everything. And then something happened that nobody was expecting at all. The elephant slowly turned around and looked into the distance. Then it looked back at the human one more time. It almost looked like the elephant wanted something. The human hesitated, but decided to follow anyway. They kept walking deeper and deeper into the wild. Minutes later, the human suddenly stopped walking because he couldn't believe what he was seeing. There wasn't one elephant standing there. There was an entire elephant family waiting, and suddenly the entire moment felt unreal. The human stood there completely speechless for a moment. None of the elephants looked angry or afraid. They simply stood there quietly, watching him. And suddenly, he understood everything. This wasn't about help anymore. It was about trust. Animals remember actions far longer than we imagine. And maybe that's why some animals choose humans. Not because they understand our words, but because they understand kindness. So if an animal ever came to you for help, what would you do?